Hi, we're from the Learner's Edge curriculum team. And as the writers of this course, we really wanted to talk to you all about how we developed it and a bit about our own stories to find professional well-being and to share some support for the journey that you're about to go on. My name is Marcy Harris. I am the Director of Curriculum Instruction for Learner's Edge. And I got my career started in elementary ed. I was a teacher for about 16 years, and then after that, made the transition from the classroom to a corporate job.
And I'm Sarah. I taught elementary school for about 10 years, and now I am the evaluation manager at Learner's Edge. I supervise our wonderful team of course evaluators, and I also create some content like course writing. How about you, Bettina?
So my name is Bettina, and I'm currently a course evaluator for 3 Learner's Edge courses. And prior to that, I was a ELL teacher for 8 years in an urban district. And after the 8 years, I moved into 2 district positions, one where I worked for the district ELL department. And then the last 6 years after that, I coached and evaluated teachers new to our district. All right, Marcy, could you share a bit about what inspired you and Sarah to write this course?
Yes, we were hearing so many stories from our friends and colleagues that are still in the classroom about all of the challenges that they've encountered over the last 2 years. And so many statistics have been coming out about the percentage of teachers that are looking to leave the classroom. So we started chatting about our journeys from the classroom to our current positions. And, we work for a professional development company that impacts teachers and students. And so we were inspired to offer, what we could to offer some support and some specific strategies, some guidance to help others navigate this tough decision.
Yeah, just thinking back, I remember how difficult it felt to even think about leaving the school community that I had been a part of for so many years. It felt lonely and scary and even kind of impossible. So we thought other educators might like to have sort of a roadmap to follow. Questions to think about, resources to guide them, to help them decide what to do, whether it's staying in the classroom, pursuing a different role in education, or even following another career path entirely.
Sarah, what do you recall about your decision to leave the classroom?
Well, so I had 2 small children when I decided to step away from teaching, and I had been on maternity leave. And then when I came back, it was like my role wasn't there for me anymore at my school. So I had to transition to another school, which I was very fortunate that I still, had a position, but that transition was just really hard. It was, a whole new grade level, a whole new curriculum, a whole new kind of everything. And I found that with my kids at home and then my students at school, I just felt like I wasn't giving either of them what they deserved, and I wasn't able to show up for them in the way that I felt I wanted to. So that's when I looked at I resigned my position. I took a few years off. And then when I decided to come back, I was, looking at teaching roles, but then I stumbled upon Learner's Edge, and I started as a course evaluator, just working part-time, and it was such a wonderful way to reconnect to the classroom. And I was able to interact with teachers, through reading their coursework and impact students in a different way. And so I've been at Learner's Edge now for 5 years, and I've transitioned out of the course evaluator role to leading that team. And then, this past year, writing courses myself. And it's just feels like, I'm still part of education, but I'm able to make a difference in different ways. So Marcy, what led you to pursue a role outside of the classroom?
So let's see, I had taught for over 10 years in one particular school building. And, at that time, I was just really grappling with what's next for me? Is this what I want to do forever? And I thought, maybe I'll change to a different school. So I moved to a different school, different district entirely. different population of students. And, I thought that that change would reinvigorate and sort of re-energize my love for teaching. But what I found when I got there was, I love teaching, but it was just completely and utterly exhausting. And a lot of the challenges that I was sort of struggling with in the previous position, those things were reemerging in the new location. And so again, I took a good hard look at what I wanted to do, and just thought that maybe I could, like Sarah, contribute to education just in a different way from outside the classroom, and found a great position through Learner's Edge, an ed company. So I was still impacting teaching and learning. In this case, a much larger group from, people from all over the country and all over the world. And so it was just a really great opportunity for me. And it helped me see different sides of myself. It helped me grow and learn in different ways. And I've really been able to thrive in this position. How about you, Bettina?
Well, it was about 4.5 or 5 years ago when I made the plunge. Basically, it was a very stressful time. Our son was very young, and after having him, the priorities for us had really changed. And in education, it seems as though there's no end point. So when I was in the classroom, there was really no end point for me. And then when I moved to district office positions, there was also not really an end point for me. And so for me, the challenge was always trying to balance the home and work life. And then to add to it, my husband is also in education as well. So together, we both really understood the need to turn it off when we got home for our child, and yet it was really hard. On top of that, we had moved an hour away, so it was 2 hours of a commute of time that I would never get back with my family. And as a result, it felt like other people were raising our little baby boy. And so it was the right decision for our family. It was really scary professionally and financially. And for me, my professional identity was definitely wrapped up in the work that I had done for so long. But at the same time, it was definitely the right decision for our family. And here I'm sitting in our at-home classroom. So I'm able to teach our own child, and then also have the opportunity to work for Learner's Edge part-time from home. And the wonderful part about it is still getting to interact with the educators, and like you both said, have an impact on student learning as a result of that. So it's been the best decision we could have made.
So, just as we've shared our stories today, throughout the course, we've brought in stories from educators who are grappling with the same questions that you may be, thinking about the pros and cons, the options, and always just looking for the best outcome for your students, your families, yourself. We wanted you to know you're not alone. We've been there too, and we've gone through this tough decision. We want to wish you the best on your journey, and we hope the activities in the course will help you move forward with positivity and purpose, whatever you decide to do next.